So with my presentation today, I chose to do Second Corinthians, and it's by Kevin Soto. So the introduction. A former Second Corinthians letter is a member of an Apostle Paul for a church in the Corinth. He centered on the complex matters such as authority, dating, place, opportunity, and historical conditions. Not only does this letter focus on the significant themes in the letter and how it can be brought to life now. So I'm going to start with the author. The authorship of Second Corinthians is largely recognized in the writings of the Apostle Paul. This is evident through the initial opening in which the letter introduces Paul as the writer in Second Corinthians 1 through 1. Additionally, the content and fashion seems to mirror other writings of Paul. While previous discussions have questioned the union produced in this letter, most scholars agree that this work is a complete and integral technique. Date and place. Usually the time Second Corinthians is put to ranging around 55 through 57 CE. While Paul was on his third missionary voyage, probably being written in Macedon, Paul notices about being in that sphere. This time and place has to do with how the previous setting of the church and Paul's past periods of ministry. Occasion and historical background. The main reason behind Second Corinthians is sustained from what was happening between Paul and the Corinthian church. He was supposed to address many things that have been, such as his apostle guard, the collection he wanted to give to the saints at Jerusalem, and the desire for the Corinth to re-explore with him again. The important themes of the Second Corinthians. The major themes we'll find in Second Corinthians are nature and recovery in Christian service, the power that revolves in God's grace, and the primary convenes for our lifestyle in this world. Modern times place. Some aspects of Second Corinthians will offer us some insights and applications today, which are number one, Paul's call to live in this world will reflect the words of God. Have faith in the things we're doing every day. We proclaim the gospel. Number two, the most important things are unity, recovery, and our search in one. Number three, the recognition of God's grace and power in the view where the state, missions, and life conditions concepts of our revival and social problems too. We can do gospel. The gourmet idea about we can do gospel is appropriate in Second Corinthians through the new theme in Christian service and the concentration of our selflessness does not glorify ourselves, but indeed whatever we do. It shall resemble the love of Christ also. How striking this value will exist for the rest of the world by saying and by acceptance. This needs to run throughout the letter, and this is the primary matter of the letter. The conclusion. A very great substance of Second Corinthians that is to be serious. The letter that approaches for most considered most important, and the search for all values inside is peak. It needs to be understood deeply in order to gain some beneficial delicacy that is the new balance considering the degree of respect for action. That is it. Thank you.